Yeah, initially it occurred to me that both the Celts, which is the one on the right there, and the Picts on the left there, both armies come with, or you can get figures for sort of hunting dogs, which, yeah, that sort of set me thinking down the creature front. These guys, they're very nice figures and they look good, but they're not, I don't think they're probably really what you're thinking about with the fantasy. If you're talking about, then I sort of got to thinking about Game of Thrones, dire wolves, that kind of thing. That was where I was headed. I was trying to work out what I was going to do, where I was going to get them from, what I was going to use, and then I had a bit of a brainwave. I painted up a couple of months ago now. I painted up some characters from a board game, Lord of the Rings board game, Journeys in Middle Earth. I just painted up the main sort of hero characters. There's loads of baddies in there, and there's orcs and trolls and whatever else in there that I never got around to painting up, and probably never will, to be honest. But they also have these guys in there. Yeah, wolves. So as I say, I was thinking dire wolves, that kind of thing, and I thought actually these are pretty nice figures. They're lovely sculpts. I think one or two of those in the army as creatures would be great. If you stand it next to a 28mm figure, you can see they're pretty large. Much more the ticket, really, I think, for a fantasy game rather than one of these little fellas at the back. I did think about maybe running a base of 3 like that and calling that one creature, but that's probably pushing it a bit. And saying then when I realised these guys, I just thought actually they will fit the bill really nicely. So yeah, so we do have a fantasy element to it now. We have some creatures, and there was one other thing as well that I kind of hit on that I thought might fit in. So yeah, I was thinking as well about. But again, I got into the sort of. I think these sort of made me think Direwolves, Game of Thrones, and I was thinking about the wildlings coming down from the wall, and they had the giant fella with them. I thought, yeah, that'd be quite cool actually to have a giant. Obviously, as a historic in my historical collection, I have absolutely nothing that would fit the bill. So yeah, I did a little bit of looking around on eBay, and I came up with this fella. Yeah, a figure from Reaper Bones. I think they were was the name of the manufacturer. Sounds right. You can see in the top there, I can't quite get the angle right, but you can see it's meant to be a frost giant, whatever one of those is. Looking at some of the pictures, they sort of looking around online and whatever, you get frost giants tend to get painted blue skin, almost like scary Smurfs. But I wasn't going to do the blue skin. I'll paint them up as just a big bloke, as I say, in the sort of along the lines of the giant in Game of Thrones. So if I get this guy out, he really just took me the look of him, and just sort of fitted in with the army so well. It comes in 3 parts. So that's the sort of bottom part, legs and up to the waist, and then you've got that's his sort of torso and head. A massive axe, huge hairy guy. Yeah, he's sort of actually when you put them together, the angle is such that he's leaning over as though he's swinging down at something. So yeah, you're not going to get the best look at them like that. But when I glue it all together and paint it up, I'll get that up on. I'll get it up so you can have a better look at it. But yeah, that's the sort of head and body, and then he's got an arm there with a shield. So I just thought that really fitted in really, really well with the theme of what I'm going for. And as I say, it fantasies it up a little bit. So I'm playing the game a bit more than I was. And actually, I'm quite looking forward to painting this guy. I've never painted anything of this size before. Give you an idea. Stick him next to a 28mm figure. He's absolutely ginormous. So there's a lot of painting to be done there. Never painted anything at that scale, so I don't know if my normal painting method will do the job, or I might need to do some extra levels of highlights. Not sure, but we'll have some fun with it. I've got to clean it up, wash it, and stick it together, and yeah, then we'll see what we can do with that. Yeah, a nice little project. Look forward to that. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that as I go. But that is basically what I've got what I've got for the project, and I should be making an army out of that lot. One thing, if anyone's got any ideas, it looks like the connections are pretty good for these actually. Nice big hole drilled out there and a big lug for it to fit on, and it does fit quite well. If anyone knows what sort of glue is best to use to fix this guy together, I've got a sort of a standard contact adhesive which I normally use for sticking metal figures to bases. That seems to work well enough. And when I'm sticking metal figures together, 28mm, I tend to use super glue, and again it's a bit of a pain, super glue, but it does seem to do the job. But it's just this guy's so huge and heavy, and I wonder if maybe I just need something a bit stronger. And as well, if you can see from that, you see the angle, he does lean over quite a bit, and I think that's going to be pulling quite a bit of weight on that. So if I don't use very good glue, I could see him snapping off at the waist potentially. So if anyone knows particularly what sort of glue is best for big old heavy metal figures like that, that would be interesting. So by all means, leave us a comment. But other than that, that's what we've got, I think. So hopefully I can get these done fairly soon, and as and when, and if and when the meetup happens, I've asked the chaps to keep us posted, and hopefully I can give them a run out at some point. So yeah, that's it. I'll leave it there. As I always say, thanks ever so much for watching, subscribing, commenting, all the other things. And yeah, thanks again for making your videos. Always good to watch while I'm painting. So yeah, that's great. So I'll leave it there, and yeah, speak to you again soon, no doubt. Take care, all the best, look after yourselves.